Well, good morning, everybody. I hope you are having an absolute wonderful day. It is beautiful out today. I actually overdressed. I just grabbed this thinking it was a little cooler, but it is 70 degrees. It is beautiful out here. I'm going to have to change shirts here in a minute. But I only have time to make a quick little video, something I've been dying to do. We're finally done with the muscadines, and it's time to start preparing our garden for this April's planting. We plant usually around the 1st of April. I never jump in my garden early because when I do, we always get another frost and it's doing everything twice. So I always just wait till a little later. But what I wanted to show you guys today was our raised beds and what we're dealing with. Just a huge pest. Let me put my coffee down. I got to get in here. Oh, now I got to deal with it. The dogs won't let me put my coffee down. All right, what we're going to be dealing with in our raised bed. First of all, I got to clean off all the flowers out. I got to get in here and clean these raised beds out. I was going to make some soil to put in here and grow some carrots, and my wife is wanting some asparagus beds. So that's going to be really new for me this year. We're going to do some asparagus and some carrots. But first, I got to clean out all these weeds and stuff, and a huge pest that I know a lot of you guys have to deal with. I'm going to show you today a surefire ant killer. A surefire way to get rid of your ants. I looked at this yesterday. And who don't like poking an ant pile, right? Look at this. Watch it. Look at that. Look at that. Those guys, those will tear your tail up. We got one there. I seen we have another one here. And I think it may be dead. Thank goodness. All right. Okay, that one's gone. We'll come over here and try this one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that one's alive. Well, that's what we're doing today. We're fighting back a pest in the raised beds. Not too bad. 2 is not too bad. I am super happy with all we have to deal with is 2. But stick around. I'm going to show you guys how I deal with these fire ants without having to put any chemicals in your raised beds, because we don't want to put any of that stuff in our raised beds. I'm bad about doing it out here on the yard, but in my raised beds, in my gardens, we don't put anything. We don't put any chemicals in our garden as far as pesticides or fertilizers. We just never have. I'm not against it or anything, just never have. And the raised beds, we hadn't either. So I'm going to try to stick to that. Stick around, I'm going to show you how I take care of these guys. Well, I am fortunate enough, if you call it fortunate, to have an ant bed right here, right next to the raised beds. So my plan is to take a shovel, take a big scoop of fire ants and put it on top of this other fire ant bed. Take one over there and put it on top of that one. I could crisscross them, do one on that one on this one, and kill these fire ant beds off. The way I'm kind of thinking of it is kind of like our beehives. We have beehives right there at the top of the garden. Right at the top of the garden, we have some hives. And bees are sort of the same way. During the fall, when there's no honey flow, no nectar flow, a big hive of bees will come in, or can come in, and kill out another hive to rob it of all of its honey and stuff. And I'm sort of thinking of this the same way as bees. They'll come out and overnight kill the hive off just to steal the honey. Kill the queen, you kill the hive. So my plan is to do just that. Introduce these fire ants to the other fire ants and let them battle it out and kill each other off. I hate fire ants. Let's get to it. now I got to kind of be on my game, because there are fire ants everywhere. They are everywhere. And you can kind of see them. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Let me see if I can. You can kind of see them in there fighting. You can see them up against the side of that wall. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? I know I'm going to get bit. Oh, there goes one. Got me. But you can see how they're sort of fighting one another. I had another little small bed right down here at the bottom. It was probably a continuation of this one that went underneath. But I got this one down here done as well. I got this one going, and it didn't seem to have quite as many ants. I'll keep an eye on it and keep you guys posted. Hopefully this will wrap up these fire ants. I know it will. And I don't see any more. But thanks to UPS, whenever you're shooting a video, something always seems to come up. As soon as I grab that scoop, UPS came down the driveway, and of course the dogs, they take off, and I have to keep an eye on them so they don't get run over, or they won't stay out of his truck. So thanks to UPS for coming at just the perfect time. But that's going to work out great. Guys, this is an absolute surefire way to keep fire ants out of your raised beds and to not have to add a ton of chemicals to your beds. So I'll keep you guys posted in the next day or two. I'll come out and finish this video up and show you guys that all our ants are gone. Cross your fingers. I hate these fire ants. They're absolutely everywhere. They are everywhere. And I even did a video a couple years back because I know you guys are going to be commenting. I know it's coming. Try cinnamon, try grits, try cornmeal, try diatomaceous earth. I did a video a couple years back. Oh, that sun's blinding. I did a video a couple years back. I've always called those old wives' tales. Wives' tales. Myths. I don't believe in none of that stuff. And I actually did a video a couple years back where you guys made comments of what all I should try, and I did. I did cinnamon, cornmeal, grits, diatomaceous earth, and I forget what else, but it was a ton of stuff, and I marked every ant pile, and none of them killed the fire ants. The only thing that killed the fire ants was, of course, the chemical. But these fire ants down here in the south are just relentless. They are ruthless. They are just despised. I hate them. I hate them. But this is a great way. I really don't want to put a ton of stuff in my beds. So this is a great way to knock these fire ants out. I'll come back in a couple of days and show you guys that this really works. So really appreciate it. I'll see y'all in just a second. Just wanted to show y'all again. You could see how they're all fighting one another. Isn't that really interesting? See how they're paired up? Really crazy, and there's some right there. It's really, really neat. Well, guys, it's about 4 days later. I'm just out here walking around. I'm looking at the blueberry patch. I got a big old patch of grass coming in right there. I need to remulch that. And I was looking at my fruit salad trees. Look at those guys. Just a blooming. This one on the far. This little one on the right. It looked like it was struggling last year. That whole left side of it looks like it may have died. But the rest of the peaches and apricots and plums and all those little buds are just showing up. God, they look good. But I was going to try to finish this video out. It's been about 4 days. Y'all seen earlier, I put the video out where I plowed all the gardens and stuff. I never even came over here and looked to see about these fire ants. We were messing around with Mia and stuff, and then we was trying to rush and get everything done before I had to go to work. I am going to be honest to goodness with y'all. I have never done this before, but I've heard a lot about it. So I thought I'd make a video about it. And I have not checked anything. This is the first time I've looked at this since I started this video. So I'm praying that this works so I don't look like a dummy. But I want to show you something I noticed right off the bat. I want you to look right there. You see that? I'm going to see if I can zoom in. Well, that is a pile of dead ants. I keep hitting this zoom button. That's a ton of dead ants from the battle. Let's see. I'm going to rake some of this dirt back. Uh-oh. I'm going to rake some of this dirt back. Let's get in here deep. Let's get in here deep. Get our hands dirty. Look at that. I said uh-oh because right down in that corner, let me see if I can get this zoomed in. I see. This is in the way. I see some ants coming out. But I think, where'd you go? Go, go, go. Yeah, I think that's just the last of the dying ants. Yeah. Yeah, because there's not much in there at all. I only see 5 or 6 running around. There's a couple there. One there and one there. One there. Okay. Well, let's kick it. Alright. I got the dogs all up on me. Trying to figure out what I'm doing. Mia, stop. Well, there are a few right down here. I can't see with the glare, but you could see them. There's a few. So not sure if that's the last of the fire ants or not. I would say so, because they're not just pouring out like a normal fire ant bed. And I'm sure they've made it down there and killed that queen. Let's go check this other one. I'm sure they've made it down there, killed the queen. Wow, look at this. There are dead ants everywhere. All that is dead ants. All that's dead ants. Dead ants. Dead ant, dead ant. That is crazy. There's still some walking around on this. There's a couple walking around. But that is an absolute ton of dead ants. Isn't that crazy? That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna kick this thing. Let's get down in here deep. Oh, that's soft. All right. Okay. I believe if I give it a few more days, these ants are probably dead. They're probably dead. I may do it again just to be on the safe side. I may do it again because I see just a few. There's just a few. So I may do it again. But then again, I'm afraid I'll introduce. Hey guys, look at all this great, nice, loose soil. But that worked out great. A surefire ant killer is to introduce one bed to another bed. And now I've heard that it takes about 7 days. This is day 4. I've heard it takes about 7 days. And I will definitely keep you guys posted. I'm going to wrap this video up because I'm coming out this weekend and I'm going to clean these beds out really, really well. All 4 of them, because I'm going to add some new soil and we're going to plant some carrots, asparagus, and I think that's it for these beds. I'm not sure. 2 will be carrots, 2 will be asparagus, or 3 in 1. Not really sure because we have another raised bed, that little silver one down there. We have another one down there, so I haven't even looked at it. So I don't know if there's ants in it or not. But that was a kind of a neat little experiment. That was really a neat little experiment. I can still see some ants down there, but just a couple. It's not like they're just rolling out. Yeah. I would say this is a surefire way to keep to kill fire ants. I like this method. I don't think I would do it all over the yard for how much time it would take. But if there was any close to each other, I would probably use that, because I see one. There's one right beside that tree right there. And then there's a big one right here. Look at this big monster. They're all got a nice crusty shell on them from over the winter. But look at that. That's what I'm talking about. When I say they're rolling out, that's what I'm talking about. I'm glad I don't see them like that in my bed. Look at that. So I may do this again. I may do that. Watch out. Come on, come on. I may do that one. Put that one on that one. But guys, that was a super fun experiment. Never done that before. Super interesting. I'll keep you guys posted. Love you guys to death. I'm gonna wrap this video up. Love you guys to death. Try that for yourself. If you never tried it before, give it a try. It seems to work. It seems to work. I'm blown away at that. Love you guys to death. Do me a favor, subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button. Share this video with all your friends if you got fire ants. Let them know. Move quick, because they climb up that shovel pretty fast. Guys, love y'all to death. We'll see y'all on the next video.